Welcome back to the War Corral with Drew
and Noah.
Let's talk about everything going on this week.
Here's this week's schedule. For clubs this week, Student Council is meeting in room 212, FFA is meeting in the Ag Room, and Academic Bowl is meeting in room 129.
Our varsity football team is facing off against Rockmart here on Friday at 7:30. Going to be an exciting game, guys, because this is our first time playing them since we destroyed them in last year's state championship game. So show up and make some noise for our Braves. JV won their game last Thursday versus Temple, finishing with 44-26. Defensively, Chris Pruitt had an interception which he returned inside the 5-yard line, and Tyler Laster forced a fumble that the Braves recovered. Offensively, Isaiah O'Neal led the efforts, scoring multiple touchdowns and setting the pace early on. This week, they have a home game versus Bremen Thursday at 5:30.
As for our middle school Braves, last week they lost to Bremen 12-22, but showed a huge amount of determination and drive. Jonathan Eccles led the way on the ground with 66 yards on 8 carries and a score. Gavin Barlow also added a touchdown to go along with 27 yards rushing. This week, they have a home game Thursday at 5:30 versus Temple, so be sure to come out and support all our Braves.
Varsity softball has a home game Tuesday versus Temple at 5:30, another game Thursday versus Callaway at 5:30, and 2 games Saturday at the University of West Georgia against Union County at 11 a.m. and Noonan at 3 p.m. JV has a game at Alexander Wednesday at 5:30. Our middle school softball team also has a home game Tuesday versus Bowden at 5 and another home game Thursday versus Villa Rica at 5.
Last week, JV Volleyball had their first win in a decade versus Talbotton, and varsity lost by a hair but showed they won't back down from a fight. This week, they have 2 home games Tuesday at 5 and 6 versus Callaway, and another 2 home games Thursday at 5 versus Chattahoochee County and 7 versus Manchester. Cross Country has been doing very well and are expected to keep doing so because they have another meet this Thursday at Lafayette Christian School at 4:30.
Next we have the weather, meme review, a conspiracy theory, and another new teacher spotlight. Before that, our reporter Presley Henderson caught up with a returning teacher from years ago, Miss Hurd, to see how the choir is doing and how she's adjusting. Presley?
Hi, my name is Presley Henderson, and today I'm here with Miss Hurd to learn more about our new teachers for the new teacher spotlight. So with that being said, where are you from, Miss Hurd?
I am from Heard County.
Did you grow up here?
I did not. I grew up in Michigan, and I've been in Heard County since 1986.
Were you a student here?
I was not. I went to school at Flint Central High School in Flint, Michigan, but I've been teaching at Heard County High School since 1986.
What's the difference between other schools in Heard County to you?
Heard County is special because we have just the one high school, and that really contributes to the feeling of community as opposed to being at a school where there's multiple high schools. So everybody feeds into the same school, so we have a real feeling of community at Heard County.
So you're a new teacher. What grade do you teach and what do you teach?
Right now I'm teaching high school chorus. I'm actually come out of retirement. I've been retired for 7 years. I'm just part-time, just teaching high school chorus, grades 9 through 12.
So you said that you did not go to school here, but while you were in school, did you do any extracurricular activities?
Yes, when I was in school, besides being in band and in chorus, I was also involved in a lot of sports. I was on the swim team, the tennis team, the golf team, and the volleyball team when I was in high school.
So you also play the piano, which we included a clip of.
Yes.
How long did that take you to learn that?
I started taking lessons on the piano when I was about 5, and I stopped when I was about 12.
So what are your expectations for your students this year?
My goal is to bring them joy through singing every single day. We're trying to sing a variety of music, and we have a variety of music. Trying to expose them to lots of different stuff that they will hopefully learn to appreciate and enjoy.
Thank you for your time. Now back to you guys.
Hello, Heard County. I'm your local weatherman, Jacob Cash, here with the weather for this week. Now, as you can see behind me, the weather's actually going to be starting off really great this week, with weather being mostly sunny through Thursday, except for Tuesday, which will be partly cloudy. And then Friday, we're going to start seeing some of those rains from Hurricane Dorian. Friday will be partly cloudy, and then Saturday we're going to be seeing some thunderstorms in the PM. Now Sunday, of course, we're going to be seeing scattered thunderstorms across the board. This weekend you will definitely want to be keeping your umbrella on you. Now highs for this week are going to be in the high to low 90s. The lows are going to be in the high 60s, 70s range. You are going to want to wear very, very, very cool clothing. Now, to meme review with Michael and Jacob.
Welcome back to Meme Review. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Michael. One of the fine memes floating around this week is the Boys with Photoshop meme. It compares all the dumb, boring things that girls will do with Photoshop to the wonderful and stupidly awesome things that us boys will do with Photoshop. They can be literally anything you can dream of, from the mildly amusing things to the completely stupidly random things. It's a pretty good format and it has about as much potential as you want it to have, but because I'm a boy myself and boys rock, it gets an 8 out of 10. It's wonderful.
The oily reaction image. Mayhaps the most well-known meme format of them all. Whether it's Kermit or Shaquille O'Neal, there's an image for any emotion. And the flavor of the week is, this. The Joker, DC's villain. Peter Parker, Marvel's baby. Combine. This meme has a quite interesting image, but it doesn't have much use outside of excitement, funny random image, and stupidity celebrating stupidity. It does have some more life to it, I think. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, that's all I have and can say. But yeah, Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man, and I give it a 5 out of 10.
It's time for us to go away now. See you next week.
Bye.
Welcome to the Lost World Conspiracy Theories.
We discuss an ancient lost civilization under the sea, shrouded in mystery, Atlantis.
Atlantis was a supposedly great and advanced civilization that was said to have been inhabited by half-god, half-mortal beings that were sunk by the gods due to their greed, told by Plato.
If they were part god, why couldn't they just evolve and keep building their civilization?
Interesting point. Well, one theory says that Atlantis is the reason why so many of the ancient civilizations had great accomplishments to their name, and then their continents sunk into the sea.
It's a little presumptuous to assume that they were the only ones capable of these great things.
Not wrong, Riley, but making assumptions is the heart of conspiracy theories.
True that.
Another popular theory says that Atlantis was the story of the Minoan civilization that mysteriously disappeared at the height of their power in 1600 BC.
It sounds interesting, but I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today's conspiracy theory. Be seeing you, fellow truth seekers.
I don't know if I can... That's all for this week, Brave Nation. Tune in next Monday for all your weekly news and reminders.
And remember, with pride.
Go Braves.